last video was a what I made this past week kind of thing. And I still have the bag right here, just got done with it, wearing the same outfit. All I did was go downstairs and find out that dinner is not gonna be ready for like 45 more minutes, which is fine. So, one of the things that I made, I have to find it now. Okay, he's right there. He's small, he blended in. Was a little mushy pop. Look at how freaking adorable. And it's the kind where like a fidget toy. And I have made chenille flexagon toys. I will try and put a video here or a picture here or something. I made one for my dad for a Christmas present. I absolutely loved it, and like after I made it, I was just sitting there playing with it for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I was like, wait, this isn't mine. So I've made 3 more of them. I made one for myself in a hot pink, super cute, and then a orange and purple colored one, and then a teal light blue colored one. So I really have been wanting to get into fidget toys a bit more, and I figured this one is cute because it's amigurumi and it's a fidget toy and it's small. I mean, like, I'm just sitting here doing this. So I made this one out of velvet, and then what I want to do is see how it's kind of like floppy. I don't know if all of them are like that, but this one is, and it bothers me, which is all I need to know. So I'm gonna try and make some more, mainly because I want to and I thought it was fun. But I want to make some in acrylic and some in chenille, and the velvet I still think turned out great. I want some on keychains because I just really want to make keychains. So I want to make some on keychains and make some just no keychains. So I'm gonna first of all do one of each. Velvet already done, one is chenille, and then one in acrylic. See the size difference, which I like best, figure all that out. And then yeah, so I went yarn shopping this week, and I went to Hobby Lobby. I got this one called Sprinkle, chenille. It's just rainbow, it's super pretty, I love it. And I have been eyeing it for a while, but I had no idea what I wanted to use it for. And I actually got it to make fidget toys with, because I wanted to use a variegated yarn for it, but I didn't have any. So I got this. But now I want to make it into a mushroom, a mushy pop. So I have the white for the bottom, and I was thinking that this already had, like, you know, the white spots on the top of a mushroom. I thought this had a little bit of white in it, but it does not. It's purple, pink, orange, yellow, and blue. Super pretty, love it. So I'm wondering if I should even add the white spots after, or if this is if it's just gonna look too busy or something. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet. I think I just have to work it up and see which I like best. I mean, if anything, I add the white yarn in and then I don't like it and I just cut it off. So it's fine. It is not a lose-lose situation, but I am super duper excited to make it. And yeah, pretty much we're just gonna see how many little mushy pops I can crank out tonight. It is 6:52, and yeah, that works so well. 6:52, and yeah, it's Saturday night, thank goodness, so I don't have to go to sleep to get up early or anything. I can just do whatever I want, which is not entangling yarn, but it comes with the territory. Beep, beep, boop, bop, bop. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't use my degrees. Nobody does. So, no, that was cool. That was really cool. I liked it. Oh, I wish Andrew were here. I so want to show him this. Trippy. I love it. Okay, so I am going to use, usually when I make something with chenille yarn. When I make velvet, I use 5mm hook. When I use chenille, I use either a 6mm hook or a 5.5. I am going to try it with a 5 because I know this is going to work up thicker. I don't really want it bigger than this, I don't think, but also if it comes out bigger, I don't care. Like, I'm still in the testing, figuring out what yarn I like best kind of phase. So I'm going to try it with a 5mm. I'm not a huge fan of crocheting such thick yarn with a 5mm. I know a lot of people use sizes like 4 and 3 for their chenille yarn. I don't understand that. Good for you though. Great, love that. Not for me. And I'm trying to pick out a stitch marker that's gonna pop against the yarn, but it's hard because they're all colorful and this is all colorful. So we're gonna use red since that's the only color that isn't. Okay. Usually I'm trying to find the pattern actually. Found on Pinterest. I will absolutely tell you who it's by once I pull it up. That's not right. amigurumicorner.com, which sounds like it would be a compilation website. By Olivia Harper, amigurumicorner.com. So I will link that down below, of course. And okay, yeah, this one, or this pattern, uses 5mm hook and Parfait Junkie. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it hurts, but also I have gotten way better at crocheting with this yarn and the yarn under, yarn over kind of thing. So I think it will be way better than how it was when I was still new to amigurumi and new to the plush yarn. Am I the only one that calls it plush yarn? Like, it's chenille and then there's velvet. But I just call it all plush yarn. I don't care. I call it plush yarn. Yeah, anyway, I am going to go ahead and get started. And then, oh my god, this is so pretty, but it's so hard to see things. I have no idea what I'm gonna watch. I have been watching Little Witch Academia, and it's so cute, but it got to a point where I really just want to pay attention to it and like not crochet. So I'm gonna save that for when it calms down a bit. Wow, it is hard to see with this yarn. It's fine enough to crochet with this hook, at least at this point. I'm just working into a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, counting's gonna be difficult because all the different colors. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. But I have no idea what I'm gonna watch. I think I might try and start something new or do a movie, which is not my usual thing. I'm not a huge fan of movies. They take too long and there's always a really long, boring part in the middle of it. And it's like, dude, can we just wrap this up already? So, I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But I think I'm just... I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying the silence right now. It's not silent, I'm blabbing like crazy. But I think that pretty much just whenever I get bored of not watching something or listening to something, which isn't all that common with me, then I will just find something to watch. But until then, I am perfectly content just doing all this. So I will check in when I am... We switch colors at at the end of round 7. So I am in the middle of round 2 and I will check back in. Doesn't know how many I should have. Oh, I gotta count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'll take 2. Alright, yay! I have finished the top, or I think it's called the cap, of the mushroom. Super exciting. I love how this yarn is working up. And I don't think it's going to be too big. It's fine working with this size, the 5mm hook. I really love how this yarn is working out, but I do not think that I'm going to be using some white and putting the white spots on. I think it's perfectly busy enough as it is. So that is what that looks like. I absolutely freaking love it. I'm super excited to see how it works up as a little mushroom, because his mushroom body is super small, totally fine, but oh wow. Okay, so it looks like he's an entire row. It looks like the chenille one is about the thickness of an entire row longer than this guy. But yeah, I'm just super excited to see how he works up. It is now 7:08, so I have no idea what time I started. But I'm going to move on to the white, make the body. Why did I do that? This is why I have my bowl. I miss Andrew. Yay! Okay, so that is the end of the I love how it just looks like a freaking hot air balloon. That is so funny. But that is the end of the cap edge, the pop to it. And then all that's left is making the body part. It does say, excuse me, that to prevent stuffing, you don't stuff the top, you just stuff the bottom, and it says to prevent the bottom stuffing to like from going up, that you should go in the back loop only. Excuse me, that you should go in the back loop only and kind of sew it up. I did not do it on that one, but I'm kind of considering doing it on this, just because one, I'm using thicker yarn, the hole's a bit thicker. I think I might, just to see how it goes. I don't think it's actually going to affect too much, but we'll see. Either way, it is a smart little tip to have. But oh, it might affect the fluffiness of it right there. So I'm gonna get white acrylic, sew it in, and then finish up the little body, and then I'll be back. Okay, I had dinner. Delicious. It was chicken and broccoli. So good. I could not find my white acrylic. I know where it is. It's in my car, and I'm not. So I used thread, and I used rainbow thread to fit the frame, but also just because I don't know what to do with it anymore. So I used thread to sew it together just a little bit loosely. I didn't try really hard. So I am very curious to see if it's going to affect the stability of the neck. It's not neck, the reverse neck, the upper neck. I don't know. Anyway, right now what I have to do is add the safety eyes, optional blush, but I didn't add it to the first one, and I don't think I'm gonna add it to this too, just because I mean they're kind of small enough anyway. Oh, that is way stiffer. Oh, I haven't done that yet. Also love it on my thumb. That is okay, definitely still does that droopy, but as far as that goes, that's way better than, yeah, interesting. Okay, definitely bigger, but I just have to put the eyes and then stuff and then do the last round fasten off kind of thing, and then I'll be back again. Guys, look at him! He's so cute! I absolutely love the tie-dye yarn. It is so pretty. So that goes way better than with the velvet. Velvet's a good little bit smaller, obviously, but yeah, it's a good size difference. I mean, of course, if I hold one up and the other down. Hang on, how do I do this? Okay. Good little size difference. Obviously they both get the job done. I think this one would probably be, see, it's just floppier. Like this one's still floppy, but not to the same extent. So this is definitely, I mean, it's a stiffer yarn, so it makes sense. But I do like the look and the size of this little velvet guy. He's adorable. And then I love the tie-dye yarn. I think it worked up so freaking well. It's beautiful. And it didn't do that thing where a lot of variegated yarns will like stripe, but like spiral, kind of like just ever so gradually. So I'm super glad it didn't do that. I don't know if it's firmer because I sewed together before making this head. Not head. Is that the head? Stem? Cap? Under cap? Head? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, yeah. definitely prefer this over velvet. 10-4. Got it. This is so fun, and I love how you can see all the different colors and the color changes. Like just in between the white stitches. That is so pretty. That is really pretty. I am excited to use the tie-dye yarn a lot more. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I did buy it for flexagons, but I like it as like a, I don't know, I really like this. I might add stripes here and there to some Ami that I make. Yeah, and then I use the same 8mm eyes, and they worked out perfect, which is great because, I mean, I just don't use those often because I usually use either a 6 or 5.5mm hook for my plushies, and yeah, the eyes just go right through a stitch. It doesn't work. Okay, this is way better than the velvet. I'm glad I tested it. I mean, I definitely still love the velvet. He's way softer, super cute. And I'm sure if I did it with a like size 4 hook, it'd be a lot stiffer. So I might try that. Might not, probably won't. Because right now what we're gonna do, I love them. They're so cute. I'm glad I finally went to it and started doing this. Now I'm gonna do acrylic, and yes, I did go out to my car and get the white acrylic. I did not want to. I really thought about not doing it. And I was trying to think about what color I wanted to do, and I was like, why not a stereotypical red mushroom with the white spots? It's not as exciting as like green. For some reason, I'm really wanting to do a green one right now. It's probably because I have 4 different shades of green acrylic yarn. I don't know why I do. I just do. It's pretty. But yeah, I think this would be a great way to use up acrylic scraps. But we will see. I'm very curious to see how big it'll be. Probably just very small, like keychain size, which I do like my keychains to be acrylic because they're just smaller, which like just use a 4mm hook for this. I don't want to, it hurts. So I'm gonna use a 4mm for the acrylic because I can do that just fine. Oh my god, they're so freaking cute. They are so freaking cute. Oh wow, there's like an inch difference in height. Cool. They're so cute. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna make the acrylic one out of red, and I started watching The Sandman, literally season 1, episode 1. I am 7.5 minutes in. I don't know what to expect. I do know Andrew's mentioned it before, so I assume it's good. There's only like one recommendation that he's told me before that I didn't like, and I mean, we'll see how this goes. It seems interesting. It had been on my list already before he even told me he's watched it and that it's good, so I'm excited. I sounded so nasally there. I am nasally. Can't breathe. It's been raining for like the whole week. But I'm super excited, and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this. I should probably change out my stitch marker from red, that'll blend in, to something like a green. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make this one out of acrylic, and then I will be back and compare all 3. I finished! Okay, so look, not super squishy, because I mean it's acrylic, it isn't usually as squishy as like plush yarn or whatever we call it nowadays, but super adorable, super, not super small, like it's still a decent chunk, but look at them. I could not get the bottom to be totally flat, which is weird because with plush yarn that isn't usually a problem for me, but I guess it's just because there's more definition in the stitches. But he's so cute, he's so small. Look, 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 look. Oh my goodness. That's so fun. Okay, so definitely gonna do the acrylic, or the keychains in acrylic, because it's just, I kind of knew I was gonna do that anyway. It works up to be smaller, and I mean, it just pops well. Feels sturdier. I feel like a keychain is going to be used a bit more than not a keychain. What are you doing? Nice, sweetheart. So I'm gonna try and do a keychain now, and yes, I am gonna do green. So I got, there's a hair. What a surprise! Bright green. Limelight, apparently, but yeah, this is the one that I was eyeing when I was like, oh, I want to make a green one, because this is so bright. Like, the other ones aren't bright. Like, this is colorful, but it's not bright. Okay, maybe it is kind of bright. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just here. I'm just living my own life. So I'm gonna do an acrylic one in bright green, put it on a keychain. I don't know how to do that, but I do know, like, I've made keychains before, but to attach it to the lobster clasp, I used yarn. I made like a chain stitch, and then I sewed it all back in. But what I want to use is this teeny tiny little clasp, ring clasp. I don't know if you can even see it, but it's small. It's metal, and okay, I've watched a video before where someone does crochet with beads, and what they did was they put all the beads on the string, and then they would move it. But that would kind of make it like a stitch marker. I don't want it to be a stitch marker. Hey, you're pretty. I love you. Three. 4. You okay, sweetheart? I don't like it. I don't know how to make it how I like it. Why are you in the corner? She's been doing this lately at random, like, corners where, like, where wall meets wall, obviously. And it's creepy. The honey bun, honey bun, honey bun, honey bun. Go, go, you cookie. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna work this up, and then I'm not sure if I will get around to, where is it? Okay, to attaching any of the other rings. Hey. To get the keychain like built up. We'll see how I feel. I don't want to do that, but I do want to know what the finished product will look like. So we'll see. I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna watch more TV. All right. I think I've made a keychain. Look at him. Let's stabilize him. And then pop. Oh. Pop. Oh. Pop. Oh. Yeah, I am super happy that all the little mushrooms are so cute. I like them in any and all mediums. Like, it's all yarn, but acrylic versus velvet versus chenille. Wait, how do I get their eyes to face forward? Are they facing you? And then, yeah, I really like this one. I think this is what I would do as like a fidget toy. Like, And then keychain would be separate, like a separate category. It's all up here, don't worry. Yeah, I'm excited. I do want to make more keychains. I want to see how these do first, sales-wise. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for going on this mushy pop journey with me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very fun to make. And I will link the pattern down below. Again, it's by Olivia Harper on the website was amigurumicorner.com. So I will link that down below if you want to make your own. I do suggest it. They're very fun and kind of addictive, if you can't tell. Because now I have 4 and nothing to do with them. So, if you would like to support me in my journey of building my crochet business, I would appreciate it very much. Please like, subscribe, comment. Follow me on Instagram if you would like. It's at GANTT'S GOODS. I post there I'm trying to start posting every day. We'll see how that goes. I hope you have a I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, day, night, evening, afternoon. Did I get them all? I think I did. I don't know. It's way past my bedtime. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.